brain of a giant and a giant ruby in order to complete his invention. Let's see, then you spent a day drinking, carousing, and watching GG, also known as Gary Ganderbell, defeat all comers in gnomish wrestling.
I remember this. That little bastard's cheating.
Then Obadiah attempted to make a small piggy investment deal with Gronk the giant. While simultaneously saving the giant from Greycloak, the assassin. But you delayed one day too long and Greycloak got to him first. He poisoned him, but Daon was able to chase Greycloak off with some accurate gunfire. And I do believe Duant beheaded him. Or someone did. Your friend, the giant. And the giant, your friend, is now in Pip's backpack. At least his head is.
Yeah, he's still with us. I totally cut his head off.
And then finally the party traveled to Evergrove to sell Obadiah's now unneeded pigs. In the process, they made a deal with Jerry. If the party can defeat...
Wait a minute. Jerry and Gary. Cute.
True. So if the party can defeat Gary, that will force Gary to give up his
That's why
desire
to kill him.
to become the Gnome Wrestling Championship. And of course then return back to Evergrove to be with his lover, Jerry. And in return...
Okay, never mind. Just took a good turn.
And in return, Jerry promised if you did this for him, he would lead you to the cavern that leads to the underrealms where the white elves apparently live. Let's see. Before you can return, however, Loon, the elvish hunter, approached you in the middle of the night and in the evening, as you were going to bed, and asked you to meet him that very same night at the Tree Mansion, the mansion of Lord Zeriel, Master of Evergrove. Now, let us begin here. So, is there anything you'd like to do before meeting Loon?
We're in a town, right?
You are in Evergrove. True.
Can I go to the healer?
Yes, you can go there. The question is two things. First, the healer is the shop that Clestis attacked.
Well, technically, they don't really know me because I wasn't really in there. I teleported away immediately.
The next question
Casted a spell in there.
is going to be, are they going to be open this late? Because it is approximately, we'd say, 9, 10 p.m.
Okay.
A couple hours before you meet up with Loon. So, chances of them being open rather small. The higher the number, more likely it's going to be. Unfortunately, they have closed.
Dang it. Well, I guess I'll just have to limp my way to the inn and rest.
Is there a temple or anything in this town?
A temple?
Yeah.
Yes, there is. It's an elvish temple, so it's not quite your cup of tea being a dwarf. It still works, though.
Do they sell holy stuff?
They do sell holy stuff.
Okay. Are they open?
Is the temple open? Of course the temple is open. You are always welcome to come to the temple.
Okay, I head over there then.
Alright. The temple, of course, is in a tree, just like everything here is in a tree. Fortunately, though, there is a very wide set of stairs wrapping around the tree, heading up into the tree temple itself. There's also an elevator platform, if you would like, and rope ladders.
I'm gonna take the elevator. I'm a dwarf. I don't do stairs.
Alright, so the tree temple is open, and there is unfortunately only one acolyte at at duty at the moment, and he's an elf with a cowl over his head, kind of hunched over, minding his own business, reading the scriptures. When he sees you approach, he kind of sniffs the air. Almost none too pleased about the fact there is a dwarf in the Elvish temple. He kind of looks to you and says, "Yes."
Hey,
Flipping the page quickly.
Hey, Pointy, do you have any anointing oil?
He looks around as if he's wondering what in the world is why you'd even ask the question. Anointing oil in a temple? Of course they have anointing oil in a
Full
temple. He says, of course we do. Anointing oil. Ooh. 10 gold per. That's expensive. Is that even right? I guess it is.
That's some expensive.
How much is holy water?
6 per.
I need anointing oil
You should have invested in piggies. They were quite lucrative.
You're going to get a lot of money that way.
So it's 10 gold?
Yes, per.
I'll take one.
Alright, the good thing about buying anointing oil, holy water, and relics is that unlike purchasing mage items, the holy items always work without cursing you.
That's
The same cannot be said for mage items.
that's lovely.
What's a curse?
Alright.
I really don't know. I didn't know that one.
That's a shock.
Yeah.
Honestly.
They do bad things for like a while.
If you're unlucky.
It's very descriptive.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
I know what they do.
Yeah, since it is evening, I will do. I will just head to the inn and do a crafting roll if possible.
Alright, who has the healing charm? You've got it on?
It should be fully charged though, because you're on injuries.
So would you like my amulet of healing?
If it's fully charged, yeah, that's very much so.
I shall give it to you.
Does anyone have injuries besides Obadiah?
Too bad he gets it.
Has anyone told you you're kind of an ass?
Oh, it's not
Many
kind
times,
of.
thank you.
I have told him many times.
Yes, it's
No, I'm just
also
down to
gagged
one
me
injury
well.
after that one.
You deserved it.
After mark down that I have the healing
I
charm.
cannot deny that at least.
There are many things in this world that he deserves, but... Did I tell you that I almost tossed him into a river once?
Yes.
Yes, as I was bound by web, and not only that.
I'm just saying I should probably be your best friend. I'm the only one who was saying we probably shouldn't put you in the river.
I do appreciate that, even though I did shoot a.
To be fair, I wasn't there.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you were there, I stepped in, I was like, real nice and stuff. Maybe you should give me all your gold.
Ah, yeah, in your dreams.
In hindsight, I should have pushed you into the river.
Yeah,
I said I probably should have shot you long ago.
Crafting checks, let's go down the roll. Let's start with Obadiah. You want your crafting check?
Oh, yes.
What are you going to make?
I'm going to attempt to finish this healing potion that I've been working on. So I would actually like to just try and add some chem materials to it.
Alright, and that's dice 10.
So I have a dice 14 versus your dice 10.
9.
Yeah. Yeah, nah.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, you got any extra chemicals? I need like one.
Okay, go for it.
I'm trying to craft some fuel.
Oh, hold on, that's going to go with Andrew.
What other line?
Okay.
What's Clestis doing for his crafting?
Okay, I forget. Is it a relic?
Relic, you gotta beat my dice 20, you'll get one.
Okay. Let's go for it.
11?
8.
Nope. And if I remember right, you don't craft anything. What are you gonna craft?
What do I need to craft ammo?
You are going to need, you need chemicals and you need metal.
Metal. Well, fresh out of that and fresh out of chemicals. Okay. I'll have to go purchase some later. At that point, I almost feel like it'd be cheaper to purchase them.
Yeah, probably will be.
More effective.
More effective, yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to craft fuel. I don't know what the check is. It doesn't say in here at all.
That fuel?
Yeah.
Chemistry item should be dice 10, if I remember.
Do I burn as many chem items as I fail, or do I burn?
That
them?
is true.
Okay, so I'm out. Never mind. You don't get a chem item. No, I'm completely out of chem.
No, I do have 3 chem.
So you're able to. I
Okay.
rolled a 4.
I got 2.
So you got 2 added.
Alright.
What are you going to do with this fuel?
One shit roll.
Eventually I'm gonna get an engine and
days.
I'm gonna go rum, 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 rum.
Oh no!
Did
Well,
you say what is an engine?
You're going to rum with
Yeah,
the engine.
it's still something
You
I
can limit
build
your
an
losses
engine.
if you want to,
It
just
does
to craft.
things like makes it go rum, 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 rum. See?
does your dice 14 will it go higher?
Yeah, it's on here.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it.
Yeah,
Level 5.
that's
Something I know.
It doesn't
I
go
do.
any higher till
It's very strange.
Well,
You
till
could
level
just
5 though.
ride a mammoth.
I might
Oh,
get
yeah,
one
but
more.
this
Last
engine,
time.
Go to dice 16.
I'll get like,
Yeah,
you
mammoth.
know how you got
that would make
arms?
sense.
I think I can make the engine power a 3rd arm. That's why I'm saving Gronk's arms.
Oh,
What the?
And that's why I'm saving his head, so
That's awesome.
he can control his arm.
just leave him be.
I honestly cannot wrap my head around the stupidity of this venture.
I mean, he is also carrying the giant head.
I
I
understand.
am the
carrying
one who can talk to Gronk, and Gronk instructed me on how to do this, so...
that. Okay.
True.
I'll take Gronk's word for it.
True.
He was a kind soul.
Is there anything you'd like to do before heading
Yes, he
to
was a
meet
fellow
Loon?
mammoth like you.
Oh, are we all going? Is it a sneaky mission, or is
He did say everyone meet him there, at least to find out what's going on.
Yeah, I'll just find out what's going on. I'm not very sneaky.
So last chance before we meet with Loon. Okay.
Crafting fuel is different.
In the
than
morning, I would like
rockets,
to
right?
go
I don't
to
get
the
a roll
temple
see how many
and pay for
crafting
healing.
attempts I can make.
If you are alive by morning.
Wait, we're meeting someone in the middle of the night?
Yeah, meeting someone in the
Raiding
middle of the
someone's
night.
house.
Where?
Now, you had 2 chest wounds, correct?
Down to 1.
And you're down to 1. All right, so you can walk.
Yes, barely.
Are you ready to fight?
Just
the
limp,
elves?
No,
you
you,
limp
if I give
over.
you the amulet, you'd only have 1 chest injury.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take it.
Just barely conscious.
All right. So you meet with Loon here outside of the tree mansion, and he looks to all of you as you approach. Ah, good evening to all of you. I'm glad you were able to come. How have you? How have your travels been?
You know, I'd rather not talk about it.
Fairly lucrative, actually. Yes, evidently selling pigs to the elves is quite profitable.
Well,
It was a waste of time, but
It-
profitable.
Oh, you waste of time.
You had to drain the
Definitely.
pigs across the map.
Yes, they made it.
most of them did. True, but with the mammoth, mammoth's all missing.
Oh yes, well, I mean
We haven't had meat here for
The
over a week.
orcs. The orcs have been harvesting mammoths.
But let me tell you what I have learned. Some unusual events have occurred here tonight, or in the last week since you've been gone. It turns out that Lord Zariel has not been completely honest with us, as you probably have suspected. If you remember, he told the elves that Leona and her baby died of natural causes.
Yes, well, obviously they did.
Well, it turns out not only was this not the case, but supposedly Lord Zariel has been communicating with the other lords of the other elvish villages about this. I know it's difficult to speak sometimes. It's so dark out here.
This is not suspicious at all.
But I have heard that he communicates to them through some sort of magical scroll. The scroll is known as the White Scroll. It is rumored to have information about Leona and her child, and it's supposedly found somewhere in his mansion.
Yes. Is this perhaps real-time information, like where their location is at and all this and whatnot? Or just like historical information?
I do not know the answer to this.
Oh,
Only if we can find the scroll, we may discover something.
maybe it's like a prophecy, you know?
Yeah.
I have brought you garb if you wish to wear it. He has a bunch of duffel bags, And
I will wear garb. My armor's destroyed anyway, so it doesn't matter.
The garb is dark gear, and so it allows you any stealth rerolls. So
dark
when
gear,
rolling stealth, you can reroll and take the higher of the two if you put it on. But if you put it on, you cannot combine it with armor. If you have armor, it does no good. It's
Does it have any other penalties?
no other penalties. So it's either dark gear or nothing.
Okay.
I am wearing dark gear because
I'll go with nothing.
I don't have any armor.
Well, I mean, dark gear with nothing, or you can wear your armor if you want.
The dwarf just walks in naked.
I'm going with nothing.
That would be a door.
Everybody just averts their eyes. They're like, ah, God!
All right, he says, it is almost midnight. At midnight, the guard will change. Be ready to move, and be ready to move quickly.
Does this job pay?
Yes, we'll just take whatever we want from the mansion.
I suppose that could work as payment. I don't like doing things for free. If you're good at something, never do it for free.
If I find anything expensive, it's going in the pocket.
Killing. Have you killed a dragon? I didn't think so.
I should have pushed him in the middle. I knew it. Anyway.
All right. So what he has kind of set up here is he's got a ladder, kind of hidden in the bushes right behind you, and it's about maybe a 50-foot run to this perimeter wall, and the ladder's tall enough to get to the top of the perimeter wall. From there, you have a courtyard that you have to run to, and then you have to make it up the tree. And he's got a grapple for that. But the main problem is going to be moving quickly, moving quietly, while the guards don't notice you.
Okay.
All right?
Question. If I were to climb a tree fairly far away from the mansion and cast a spell, would the guards notice me?
It depends what spell.
Dimension door.
And that allows you to teleport
Teleport to anywhere in sight range.
anywhere in sight range. Unfortunately, because the canopy blocks sight, the ability of being able to see it and be far enough away would probably alert. You'd have to be close enough that the guards would be alerted to the magical use.
Okay, that's
Plus,
okay. That's okay.
you also know that this is the Lord's mansion, and so it's protected against magical teleportation type stuff.
Oh,
like
well,
alarms are sounded.
I have a different plan. I'm good. I have a mage focus, so I already have concentration spells up if I need them. So
Okay, all right.
invisibility works.
Are there any last questions then before we do this?
How many gods do you think there are?
I do not know, but I know the reason we had to do it tonight is because Lord Zariel is actually out. He left early this morning, and he brought most of his guards with him. I do not know where he's going or how long he will be gone.
Yeah, this
This
is
is the
disappointing.
perfect opportunity to infiltrate said Lord Fruffy Duffy's mansion.
Yes.
Steal things.
I know I'm real stealthy, but is everybody else real quiet?
no worries about me. I'm
Well, unfortunately, they have not made sound suppression devices for my firearms yet. So,
Yeah. Oh,
I'm just
They're
cancel.
allowed.
I'm just gonna cast silence on him preemptively.
I never. And I gave you the one with
Cast in silence.
You have no say on that.
All right. With
I
that,
don't know if that actually sounds.
as if
Just can't
almost
cast spells.
on cue, you see another guard approaching the guard that's on the perimeter. The two of them start talking and laughing. You can kind of tell their guards down because they know their boss is out of
I'm
town.
distracted. Can I sneak over?
we could just let him change shifts.
Yeah.
You want to sneak over the wall? Like, you want to use the ladder? I mean, that was the plan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Loon pats the furball on the back and says, "Here," and hands you the ladder. "Let's go, let go." He starts running, as silent as a shadow. The rest of you, however, will probably need to make some checks.
Athletics.
It's going to be athletics.
Yes.
Oh, true.
So
I got rerolls.
I'm gonna
I get
preempt
2
the
rolls.
free.
I take the highest. Oh god. All right, never mind. That's not good.
All right, first, what I need to know is who's going over the wall first. You're going first?
Well, I gotta bring the ladder, so I'm in front of you.
Oh,
All right,
okay. Well,
so
you're
you first.
I'm second.
All right, so we'll have you roll first, then we'll have you roll. You got a 7 as you're going over the wall?
With the ladder!
With the ladder.
All right, you put the ladder up, and you just kind of just use your leg springs to just bound over the wall without even worrying about the ladder at all. You're like, wow, this is impressive. And you got a 4. You skirt up really quickly, leap over, and there's some bushes nearby. You dive into the bushes. Yes. Silent. No one notices. Who's up next?
Bush Wookie.
Bush Wookie.
4.
4. All right. You also.
Get.
Your girth just kind of motions back and forth as you're going up. The ladder squeaks with each step. You're a little like if this is the rung of the ladder, each time you step on it just kind of goes and then it bounces back.
Remind me of my next life to not be a toad king.
I will just tell you to shed some weight.
However, you do make it over, and you don't quite fit in the same bushes as he's in, but you're able to just kind of dart.
Just find a pine
Old tree.
All right, 2 people left.
I'll go. 5.
5? All right, you also make it over without any problems. Last one. See if you can do this.
Take the lowest. Let's see what happens.
Roll to take the lowest.
4.
You double blown? Wow! Somehow, Crestus the dwarf
Without any stealth gear on.
did not expect that to happen, but he did make it over. Apparently, the 2 elves started laughing, and they just wandered off. While Crestus was getting up, he's looking around like, "Where's the guards? Oh well, no problems here." So you all you all make it over the wall into the courtyard. Now the courtyard, maybe another 50 feet before you reach the base of the tree. The tree itself is massive in diameter. At least 50 feet in each direction, and it shoots straight up. By the time, Clestis, you get there, Loon already has the grapple going and has launched it up.
Oh, Clustis, I can't see very well. Put your glasses on. What can you see?
What do you mean? What do you mean? I see? Probably less than with the glasses off.
All right, now here is where things are going to get a little bit more difficult. Climbing the rope is going to use your athletics, but you are going to be fighting versus my dice 6. Who wants to go first?
Oh, I am for a blog extraordinary. 4.
2. All right, you are up. In rapid time, you just see him climbing that thing as if he was like a thief extraordinaire natural.
Yeah.
Who's up next?
I'll go.
The dwarf's up next. Oh!
4. Wait a minute. I forgot the second one. I forgot the first one now.
Oh.
But
Reroll it.
4.
4!
Hey,
By some miracle,
you have weighted dice?
what probably actually happened here was the dwarf was getting ready to climb it, looking at his stout little arms and his stout belly, and just being like, I'm not climbing it. And at that point, a big old hairy furbolg hand reaches down and grabs you, and he carries you all the way up without any problems.
Sounds like me.
Furbolgs are tough. All right, so yeah, you actually make it up. I'm kind of impressed. Who's up next?
I'll go. 2.
2. That is going to be a dice off. First of the night.
It's all.
7.
Yes.
12.
12.
Ah.
Off to a good start so far.
Athletics, right?
Yep.
You got this.
4.
4.
Nice.
Again. I got it too.
Oh,
Again,
okay.
you make it up. I'm not quite sure how this guy managed to make it up that rope ladder, but he did.
Without
Because
breaking
I'm
it.
big. Does
All right, here comes my next injury, boys.
Oops. Oop, I miss.
4.
5. Oh, I made it.
Wow.
You're doing pretty
So
well.
far,
So close.
you guys have managed to stay
This
quiet.
is the most successful raid we've ever done.
Oh, I don't think we've ever had a raid before.
I'm actually fairly impressed. This is going well.
We should do this more often.
I know, right?
I like to think we're just talking. This is going really well.
The elephants with this is probably like, these guys are insane.
What did you say over there? Oh, this is going well. Yes, very well.
We should raid places more often. I'm pretty good at this.
These guards around here are really dumb.
Anyway, just
All right, you are now currently on one of the many slanted roofs of the mansion. Obviously, it's built into the tree, so there's a variety of different roofs at different levels in this tree, and different I guess like walled, roomed compartments of this mansion. You're at the top of one of the tallest ones, and what you need to do is somehow get inside of it. It's not too far of a jump for this balcony. So the roof, you're on the slanted roof, and maybe about 10 feet below, there's a balcony overlooking, I guess, the ground below. And this balcony has 2 large glass doors. So at this point, you need to somehow get down. You can either use the rope to climb down, which would be a lot slower, or you can just leap and see what happens.
Or we could put a hole in the roof and then just jump in that way.
It's the same distance.
Yeah, but one way we get right in, real quick.
Not as quietly.
Yeah, hammering through the roof
Quietly.
would be
Oh, when
a
you land,
All
like
we
a
have to do is
bully.
me and you jump at the same time. We're guaranteed to go right through.
You're probably not wrong.
Let's
We need to do
roll
this
then.
stealthily.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah, we don't need to be causing earthquakes and sending tsunamis to other
I'm not
places.
that big.
It is a high. It's relatively high, relatively long jump. You can't miss because you basically just jump straight
You
down.
know what? Class this jump.
It's just the question of whether or not you get hurt. You're gonna jump.
Can I stop him from jumping?
Okay. I have a question. How, if I were to cast a spell up here, way the hell up here, how alert would the guards in the area be?
We'd have to roll it.
Being like this one.
They might hear. I mean, spellcasting is loud, so there's a fairly, at least a 50% chance they will hear.
50%? Ooh, that's not good. Never mind. I'll cancel that one.
All right, Loon instantly jumps off and lands with cat-like reflexes. The dwarf then attempts to jump off, and I believe a furball tries to reach
Yeah,
out,
I want to stop him from jumping if possible.
but you can roll your jump first.
That's athletics.
That's gonna be athletics,
Oh,
and you are
Or you're just gonna be
rolling.
more like a plop.
Ooh!
Oh, it's only a 1.
And you can try and stop him if you want, but
You would like.
Please stop me.
This is the balcony. Balcony jumps all the way
Four?
to the ground.
All right. Here's what happens. We are dice offing.
Oh,
What? He got 1.
I also got a 1. Just my dice off is a 14.
4.
All right. So
all the way to the ground floor.
this is this is what happens. You go to try and reach out and grab him, stop him, but what you end up accidentally doing is shoving him. The dwarf then just kind of tips and rolls with it, landing smack dab on the balcony, face first, belly flop style. You take 1 hit point worth of damage, but otherwise you don't seem to alert any guards.
I'm telling you, the faster you fall, the less noisy it is.
That's noisy.
Loon did have to dive out of the way. He was all right. He thought about catching you.
All right, I'll go next.
Decided
I'll
against
go next. That way I can use the dwarf as a cushion if I fall. I'm gonna try and
Just jump right on the dwarf.
yeah.
All right, roll it.
3.
Unfortunately, you missed the dwarf.
Dang it.
The dwarf actually doesn't move. He's just laying there, and you land right next to him.
Well done, me. Well done.
But you land perfectly. You don't hurt yourself,
Oh.
and you land without causing any
Awesome.
trouble.
I shall aim for the dwarf.
Aim for the dwarf also.
What? What are you guys doing?
3. You would have hit the dwarf, but he's up and moving before you get there. But you do land just fine without any problems.
I'll jump down.
Cannonball.
I'll
2.
move in from the balcony in the event that Toad can actually bust the balcony off.
All right. Fortunately, this balcony is actually it's kind of
Pretty sturdy.
it's built out of the tree
Nice.
itself, so
There we
it's
go.
tree limbs are
The tree
supporting
falls.
the balcony.
There you go.
However, unfortunately, the massive girth of the Toad King, it's a little bit too much for his joints to take, and you will actually take 2 hit points worth of damage as you just plop
Ankles crunch.
into the ground. However, this was very quick, and you guys are staying ahead of the guards. So you're doing quite well at this point.
Cannonball.
Now, this glass door, there's 2 glass doors. The first one down was...
Well, I don't believe I'm down yet.
Oh, did you not jump down
Yeah, I
yet?
haven't jumped.
He's just lookout. We have a
Is the
lookout.
loon still up there?
No, Loon was the first one.
Half giant
Jump.
lookout.
Yep.
Alright, then I'll jump.
6? Alright, you land.
Jeez.
You land just fine.
Nailing those
I'm
rolls.
nimble. I use my leg springs to jump extra high in the air before I fall.
It's like, alright, so we have these 2 glass doors. They're not, the doors aren't themselves are not glass, they're made of wood, but they have these really ornate, really quality glass panels in them, almost like stained glass. They're different colors.
I use my mace to smash.
What are you doing?
Alright, he pulls on his mace.
Immediately.
Can I stop him again?
You do have a chance to stop him.
What do I roll?
Let's see, who is the closest one to him at this point? Unfortunately, you are too far away. You're
I
way
could
over
try.
here.
Can Loon stop him because Loon's not down?
I'll try.
Nope. The 2 people that are right next to him are going to be you and Obadiah. If Obadiah wants to try and stop the dwarf from smashing the way.
I
in.
will actually just burn a spell component, and I'm able to use this outside of combat without alerting people.
Yep.
I will use suggestion on the dwarf to not smash the window.
Oh.
All right. The dwarf feels this compellingness to put his mace away and just relax for a minute.
How long does that last?
2 seconds. I have 2 seconds back. 1, 2. Alright,
I've seen this spell and used it before. The second I see him cast it, I run up and I'm getting next to the dwarf because I know who it's
All
going to be
right.
about.
You're standing between the dwarf and the door at this
Yeah.
point, so he can't get to it
Can I
without.
see under his legs?
Nope. In fact, you've turned around and you're looking at the amazing view from this balcony.
Hey, 2 seconds up.
They've managed to cordon you off so you can't get to the door.
But smash.
However, this door is very expensive. Very.
Put it in your
Why he wants to
backpack.
smash it.
Put it in your backpack.
Unfortunately, though, the door is locked. So we are going to need one of 2 ways to get in.
Smash.
You can smash it in fairly easily. It's made of glass.
Pick the lock.
Picking the lock, however, will be a little bit more difficult.
Is that a crafting check?
It is a crafting roll.
Alright.
Well, it does say it both of us.
Yeah. Whatever. You can do it.
I've been Johnny on the
I've been
spot
really
with
bad on
these.
my crafting recently, so.
All 4 of you have 2.
2. Unfortunately, you are having difficulty with this door.
Alright,
It-
once I
it's-
start struggling, I'm going to lean up against the glass.
You can still work on getting it. It's just going to take another roll, but time is ticking. Loon's going. Let's go. Hurry.
Alright, I keep going. 2.
I push the fur blood on this.
Unfortunately, that is another
Is it a
fail.
glass,
Let
it's a
me
glass
pick
window,
four.
right?
All right, so 2 failures have happened. I just need to track how many failures here.
I pushed the dwarf away to the. Or
Do you want? I
dwarf
pick.
away.
I try to pick.
It's a
it.
glass window, right?
Yeah.
And I have a 50% chance of alerting someone if I cast a spell?
Yes, but do you want him to try one last time?
I try to pick it.
You're going to
Same
try and pick
roll.
the lock?
You know what? But it's me rolling instead.
He does have a high crafting roll, so the dwarf might be able to actually unlock it.
Yeah, but I think it takes time for him to come over and push me out of the way to start picking it.
All right, do you want to try and pick it?
Yep.
All right, roll. What you got?
8.
Oh! The dwarf just walks right up to it, snip, snip, opens the door, walks inside.
You seem like you have experience doing this.
See, that's how you
As a
convince someone
man of-
not to smash the door.
Yeah, you're a
Big
man,
doors.
man of faith, huh?
I lock myself out of the church a lot.
That's what you call it, eh?
Loon looks at you, he's like, rather impressive, dwarf, and walks inside as well. Let's see.
Usually I solve everything with magic. Unfortunately, it's a little loud. But I need a silent casting. That would be quite useful.
That'd be very useful.
I begin to look around for expensive things.
All right, as you enter,
It's like, screw our objective.
All with him.
it's a very ornate hallway. It's almost as if they took like marble slabs and brought them up into the tree and crafted with the marble. But upon closer inspection, you realize it's actually part of the tree that's just been magically enhanced to look like marble. So far, nothing is... everything's built into the tree, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So you can't really take stuff
So we
off.
cut the tree down and take the tree with us.
A 50 diameter tree would take at least 5 minutes to cut down with an axe.
At least.
Hey, I'm the one that said it.
At least. Maybe more. So
5 minutes. Maximum.
Depends on how big of an axe.
What if we
We just
smash
hire some
my
labor.
dragon explosive together?
well, there wouldn't be much more of a tree then. The tree would be done.
So would we.
But it is a
The
lavish
objective is
hallway,
to
and
down.
there's paintings that have been placed on the wall. But when you look closer, again, it's actually part of the tree that's been painted to look
What
like
is
a
this?
painting.
Where's the sorcery?
Yes, where's the valuables?
There are sconces inlaid along the hallway, but they don't create fire. It's some sort of magical illumination that they're creating. Again,
Is anything in this tree real?
Is there anything worth stealing here?
How many backpack slots would a sconce take?
it won't come out of the. It won't come out.
If I ripped it off of the tree?
You'd have to. It's like built into the tree. The tree's been grown around it, so the tree's holding it. You'd have to take
the
an
Furbolg's
axe.
got a big axe.
You could do that.
Like, oh,
Do some
great
very,
one.
very.
Great one. A very great axe.
Yeah, that's a great axe.
There definitely looks like there would probably be expensive things somewhere in this mansion.
I'll look for it.
This hallway, however, doesn't have anything that really isn't bolted down.
Oh, what?
We should go search for something of value.
Is there a mirror anywhere nearby?
Mirror nearby, most likely yes, but not here.
It would be rather weird in a hallway.
It would be a little weird in a
All right,
hallway.
let's go find a bedroom, a boudoir.
All right.
And then,
So there's a few chambers on either side. They don't really have much in them. And as you are walking down this hallway, you hear some footsteps of an approaching somebody.
Push.
We should kill him.
Who is that?
I kind of want to push him in the river.
Can we
All right.
knock the dwarf out?
Is
Can I
anyone
gag him?
standing by the door? Well, so actually, there's a
What
lot
are
of
the
people.
knockout rules again?
Can I grab him by the mouth and shut him up?
Yes. Let's see. Resolve roll. See where you are versus your. I guess we'll go with your resolve roll. So what'd you get?
Oh,
6.
God, spell components are so worthless.
All right. So just being as how the dwarf does this a lot, you're kind of ready for it. He hears the people walk, or the person walking, takes in a deep breath to yell it out. Your mouth clamps, or your hand clamps over his mouth, and you just hear.
And I say, quiet, dwarf, or you'll be the one I kill next.
All right, the footsteps are approaching. What would you like to do at this point?
Duck into the nearest chamber quietly.
Yeah.
I mean, if my spells lasted
Give
more
us on
than
the
1
bed.
second per number roll, I'd probably cast
Shall we
illusion,
take this
but
to the bed?
I will duck into a chamber with them.
I stand in the middle of the hallway.
We knocked the dwarf
What's
out.
the knockout rule?
Just a punch, just an attack roll.
how much
You
damage
do
does it do?
have your hand over his mouth.
So you could like
You
pull it.
I yank him.
you could yank him.
Can I attempt to break free?
You could. That is true.
Why?
Let's do vitality versus vitality to see who's got more strength to pull this one off.
2.
All right, he breaks free. Let's see what happens. It's going to be quite the entertaining thing. So you guys are hiding. This will be the balcony.
Oh god, I need like
This
75
will be-
crafting rolls to get stuff.
The room you are hiding in. And we need an elvish guard and a dwarf.
All in favor of letting the dwarf get caught and just
Yeah, I think we just kill him.
Or we wait for the elf to get distracted and then sneak up behind him and murder him.
die. Now you're thinking like me, boy.
All right. Suddenly the elf stops, looks up, sees the dwarf standing there. Question: do you have your mace out or at your belt?
It's out.
It's always out.
All right. He instantly draws his blade,
I'm not.
Who are
using
you?
spell
How did you
components.
get in here? Answer!
I'm Clastus.
Drop your weapon now!
This is a stick, obviously. It's not a weapon.
It has spikes that are covered in blood.
Nope, not a weapon.
In either case, drop your stick.
It's my weapon.
I mean, he did.
If you are not going to
Pretty
drop
good logic.
it, then prepare to die where you stand. And he approaches.
Ooh, goody, goody.
I'm laying face down in the bed, trying to be still as possible.
All right, so there is. It's let's see. It's an open door that you guys have here. He seems to be completely oblivious to the fact that all of you are just crowded in this tiny little room as he walks towards the dwarf.
Ooh, I'm going to attempt a athletics check to sneak out behind him and sneak down the hallway without him noticing.
All right. That can be done during combat. Let's roll
Yes, I
initiative
will
to
do
see
that.
what happens.
Well, did Loon say anything about murdering these guards?
Oh yeah, where is Loon? He's over
Like,
here.
I got a 5.
These are
for
probably his
initiative.
friends and family, and well, yeah, I'm just worried that maybe if we murder his friends, Loon won't be very happy.
Now, if you remember, the house guard of Zariel did attack you at one point and try and kill
Yeah,
you.
Oh yeah, this entire house is going to go up in flames before I leave.
But
It is made of wood.
they did also listen to Loon when Loon told them off and they retreated. Remember that one guy that was about to
Yeah, let's
wipe
just
you?
hope he's not in here.
I hope that guy's not here. All right, so let me give initiative rolls again. I missed those. So we got 4 from Duant, 3 from Clestis, 5 from Obadiah, 2 from Piff, and Dayon, you had 6. Number 1. Let's see what they've got. 6. We will let Dayon go first. All right, let's see how we do with some battle music. I think this is battle music. All right.
What are we looking for anyway?
Some white scroll thing.
Not for a one person battle. Sounds like a war going on.
That's a crazy war. All right.
There'll be war.
Dayon, you have the first chance to move, to act.
I shall try and get by. As I can only move one.
Yes. I am totally going to sneak through here. It will work.
And I will wait here.
All right. The Elven Guard approaches and strikes out at you.
Oh, you beat my initiative. Wow.
Yes, he did. All right, he has a scimitar in one hand.
I know. They're going to want to use a shield.
Here it comes. First attack. 4 to hit. You can roll your parry or your dodge.
Okay, so with a shield, how does that work again?
Go brawling skill.
You know, I'm just gonna dodge it.
Your parry.
It's the
I have a
same
shield
You can
now.
roll weapon or brawling skill. It's the same thing.
Okay,
Same weapon.
so I just do brawling.
You just roll armor value for the shield at the end.
Yeah, the shield only gives you
8.
the armor value. Although I believe which type of
Gives you
shield was it?
advanced parry.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So
yeah,
either way, I got 8 with 8 parry.
yep. So the first one you were able to
Yeah.
block it with your shield. Second one, second strike, 2.
1.
1. Now your shield should allow you to reroll.
Yep, advance parry.
Advanced parry.
5.
All right, again, he comes at you. Slash, slash. Your shield is up and high. Takes both blows on it. It is now going to be Obadiah. You can sneak right
yes.
by.
I get a reroll because I'm in dark clothing, baby. 6.
All right. 1, 2, 3. You're long gone down the hall. Duant.
This guy's about to get royally fucked.
I will swing it at him with my sword.
What kind of sword do you use?
Short sword.
Oh,
For such a big man.
Little dinky thing.
Rather strange for a large man.
I call it needle.
Needle, huh?
10.
10 to hit? There is not much he can even do against that. Although
Also, I'm hitting
he
from
can
behind.
dodge with a nice 10. 2 hits, strikes.
4 damage.
Alright. Luckily he does have some armor, which breaks. Alright. The slash. I need some hit points. You slash at him with your weapon, tearing a giant rivet through his armor. You see blood just kind of
back
pouring out of his back and his side. You're probably right about here.
Okay.
On his side.
Oh, yes, in battle, I have a focus, so I have Shimmer up. So I'm invisible, kind of, sort of, anyway.
Clustis.
Okay, I cast Righteous Challenge.
Alright, can you do that in addition to any action? What's it say? Does it say uses an action? Alright, so what do you want to do for your action?
I'm gonna hit him with my mace. Over the
Alright.
head. I mean, you're preferably. Oh, it's my weapon.
And I'll also have all clarity up, so I can
Good
see
logic.
invisibility.
Alright.
Just in case I encounter some crazy, sneaky element.
4.
8. His scimitar slashes down, blocking your mace without much of a problem.
That's unfortunate.
Piff!
I follow Obadiah.
Wow.
I can move 11 squares.
Alright. Long gone. Dayon.
We're gonna swing at him with my glaive.
Alright.
What's
6 to
Blue
hit.
doing?
6 to hit.
Is he gone?
And this from behind, so does it make a difference?
From behind you roll a dice 20 to hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, just try that. 9.
9. That is enough.
And that's a D10. 3.
3.
I actually like finished him off really bad.
Unfortunately, no. You stab him right in the back. You see the glaive kind of penetrate through the front of his shoulder from behind. He yells out loudly. Ah! Blood starts coming out of his shoulder.
Suffer.
And let's see. His turn.
Stupid elves.
All right. Scimitar slash righteous challenge has to come to you.
Yeah.
1 to hit. That will be an opening on him. And your defense, you still have to roll defense. As long as you don't get a 1, you're good. Second attack, 9.
I can't do it.
All right. 1 damage.
Ooh.
You get armor if you have armor.
Wait.
Yeah, the shield counts as armor. So
Shield.
It's a D4 if it's a light shield.
And he has armor on because he didn't equip the chest piece.
2.
2. So you blocked it.
all.
Yep.
All right. Obadiah, you're gone.
Wait,
Do you want?
Taking advantage of the opening.
Nice.
8 to hit.
That hits.
And he can't dodge it.
You cannot dodge.
No, he's kind of royal. in
Now,
this.
do I have the thing where I increase damage for using an opening too?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
you always do.
So that's a D8 instead.
You're gonna go down
7.
now.
How do you want to handle this?
I'm gonna stab him right through the back of the head. Like upwards, like nape of the neck.
He's a unicorn now.
All right. Let's see how high. Yeah, well, not quite a unicorn. You stab him right through the back of the neck. His mouth opens and he screams, "Ah!" as the blade comes out of his mouth, and you twist it. His tongue flies. And you slice
Oh,
down.
That was gruesome.
That's quite the ending right there.
I do say I approve of your kill.
Loon steps out and is like,
That was my brother!
I told you this guard was gonna get royally
didn't
fucked.
I sold for gold or anything about you.
The door immediately. What's in this guy's pockets?
I was gonna say we might be able to salvage his gear.
We should pull the body into one of these
It's
chambers.
kind of because, isn't it now? You
All right.
See, like, cut
you grab the body and start pulling it as the dwarf is pulling out a pouch that happens to have 4 gold coins in it.
I'll take it.
That's work.
Unfortunately, there is a giant pool of blood on the floor.
Are there sheets on the bed in the bedroom?
There are!
I'm gonna go use this. Put it back in.
Alright, crafting roll for the effectiveness of this.
Nice crafting roll. 1.
Alright, the sheets soak up the blood, but unfortunately the wooden floor also soaked up the blood, so there isn't a pool anymore, but there's a red streak leading directly to the elf body corpse.
I'm gonna lay him in the bed and then put the sheets over him.
Well done. Oh my.
He had a nightmare and died. What are the chances that Loon knew this guy?
Did Loon knew this guy? Loon had no idea who this guy was.
So, it's good.
You know, we could just take all his gear off randomly too.
He does, unfortunately, or fortunately, or maybe, I don't know, he does approach the dwarf and he says, "Dwarf, what was that? Everyone was hiding, you stood right in the middle. We do not want to kill elves if we can help it."
I don't mind killing elves. They've tried to kill me.
You almost ruined our plan. He could have yelled out for help. For all we know, someone could have heard him scream.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
Torch room.
Where's the next room? What if he would have saw you guys and you all stuck in that room where he just marches in?
Alright. While you guys are arguing and doing a cleanup, these two actually have been investigating for quite some time now. You get to the end of the hallway and you find a staircase, a spiral staircase leading down and leading up.
I will go up.
Before you decide what to do, there is also a large, ornate wooden door directly in front of you. So you have a stairwell down, stairwell up, door right in front of you, and while you're standing here at the stairwell, you can hear the sounds of an elven guard below. Now, at first you're worried that he's on patrol. He's kind of humming a little tune to himself, and you realize he's tapping his foot on the ground. So he must be sitting down, and he's not moving. In a moment later, you hear the scream of the elf behind you as the sword kills him. This guy's sword.
crap.
The question is, did the guard hear it below? The answer? Apparently not.
This is the best.
He continues tapping his foot.
Actually, no. This is a robbery now that we've killed somebody.
It
It was
is.
a burglary before, but now it's a robbery.
It's okay, we're just gonna burn all the evidence, aren't we?
I'll go through the ornate wooden door.
Alright.
Oh yeah, is it locked? Have you checked it?
I'm just gonna try and open it and see what happens.
Okay.
Let's see. Ornate wooden door. It's a heavy door, thick door. As you crank it, there's no lock on it. You crank the latch. Silent operation, and the door kind of swivels open on these silent hinges.
Guard post?
No guard post. It reveals a large library filled with books and other items.
I'm gonna go in and close the door. Go to the next floor.
No,
I got this.
I need canoe books.
Okay. Come in.
All right. We go in and shut the door.
You guys can find the rest of the shit. I'm good here.
Alright, you're going into? Yeah. Alright. So it's only a few moments while you guys are arranging.
What I'm going to do is I'm actually going
Good
to
body.
cast Ender Chest, and I'm going to use all of my I'm going to use all of my spell components to steal the books in this room
Alright.
and throw them all into the ether.
How many items can you put in your ender chest?
As many as I want, as long as I have enough mage components. So I'm going to take the 4 most important books that pertain to the physical descriptions of kings of old and demons. And if I don't have 4 of those, then I'm going to take any alchemy-related things.
Okay.
And then
All
canoe
right.
books.
Should you be looking for a scroll too? You know. In a library.
Well, I'm assuming anything pertaining to Leona and her child will be either demon or kings of old. Most likely demon.
Alright, what do you want to be doing while this
Canoe
is going
books.
on? Just searching? Alright.
Yeah.
So let's do a search roll for both of you. Cunning.
Oh, yeah.
While they are searching, the rest of you can approach. What would you like to do? You see the
I
same
wanna see if
door,
there's any
it's shut.
valuables in the bedroom.
The bedroom in here?
The bedroom that we,
Yeah,
Alright.
then we shoved the body.
Alright, search roll for you as well. You got a 2?
What is search?
I am.
Cunning?
Yep, cunning. What was yours?
6.
Six.
Not very
I do inform Scott that I'm looking for canoe books, so if you find them, just chuck them up there. And
I will throw them at the fur blog. If I see anything pertaining to a canoe, it shall be chucked
Yeah.
indefinitely at the fur blog.
Ooh. Hit me in the head with it.
And you rolled 2? Unfortunately, you don't see anything in your room that has any value to it. What would the two of you like to be
I'd
doing?
like to go towards the library.
Towards the library also?
I walk down the stairs.
She's
think he wants
to
to
die. This is what's gonna happen.
You guys probably just let him go? Is that kind of how it works?
I'm over it.
Well, I mean, I don't know he's going downstairs because I'm in the library and I shut the door.
How do you guys even know that there's a library? Well, I'm heading towards the ornate door there.
Yeah,
There could
you,
be something downstairs.
you do hear the guard downstairs.
Oh well. I am the knight.
Walks
He's
around
Batman.
like this is my own house.
Dwarf man.
The dwarf owns this house now. Apparently, he just walks around like it's his.
What he
Alright.
should have done is he should have seen if we could find the elvish bathrobes and like put them on. God, I do say it's a bit chilly in here tonight.
That would have been brilliant. Oh my god.
That would be a so dwarf move.
Trying to fit into the elvish bathrobe.
Alright, we've
It's
got...
like draping behind you.
Alright, as you start walking down the stairs, Loon, who happens to hear the guard down there, grabs your shoulder and says, "Hold, dwarf! There's someone down there. There's the white squirrel will not be here. It will be up. Or in this chamber. It will not be down. Down is where the guards are.
How do you know?
But I've been in here before. I've been invited before by the Lord himself.
Did he show you where the right school was?
I don't know where the scroll is, but
So it could be down there.
it could be he jerks you back.
But
Could be up there.
But my buddy Fred could be down there. You never know.
Who's Fred?
Yeah, who's
I
Fred?
don't know about Fred. Did you meet an elf lady named
Sounds like him.
Well, like a dwarven woman.
Actually, think about it. Fred might have been a figment of my imagination. I can't tell anymore. Go on while you're doing these crazy things. You've gone batshit insane.
He's been that for a long time.
All right. So what are you gonna do? He's pulling you back up.
As I start to open the ornate door, I turn to the dwarf and I'm like, "Dwarf, do not make any further stupid decisions." That's my job description.
You're a farmer.
Yeah,
Farmers don't make stupid decisions.
they can if they want to.
If they want to.
Well,
Fine, I'll give up this time. This time, he says.
How long will that
Wait
last?
till we find the final boss. He just walks right in like Leroy Jenkins. Let's do. Anyway,
alright, boys.
so I go into
Let's
the
do
library.
this.
All right. What would you like to do? These two guys
I'm
are
gonna search
searching
for the white scroll
All right.
specifically.
Cunning. 2. That is going to be a dice off.
Are you searching the library for this?
Yes, 7.
16, unfortunately. And what would you like to be doing?
I suppose I head towards the ornate door.
All right. Everyone else has gone in. You can head inside. What do you want to do once you're there?
I guess I'll start searching for
I'll let everyone know
Anything.
news.
All right.
value. Anything of value.
Anything
out
of
loud.
value. All right. Cunning roll for you. Ooh.
5.
You get this feeling that something's wrong with one of the pictures on the wall. Because, you know, each of the pictures is, of course, carved out of the wall itself. It's kind of like,
I know
Kind
someone
of like
who
they
likes
took
to
a
smash
chisel to
things.
the wood.
kind of, yeah, around it.
He's short and stubby.
But one picture in
Has a mace.
particular looks weird, like doesn't quite fit. So you walk up to it and kind of grab it, and you realize it wiggles. After you wiggle it a little bit more, you pull the whole thing off, and behind it, there's a chest.
I search the chest.
Or
is it locked?
It does look like it has a lock.
I pick it.
Chest. All right. First, let's roll a resolve on this chest.
Oh, I was gonna be a great player. Oh,
Two?
Trapped.
trapped.
Yes, there is a trap.
It's a mimic.
If only you were that lucky. Let's see what happens
I
here.
feel like you're a click, boys.
I'll walk over to Piff while this is going on. So you're looking for books on canoes, you say?
Yeah. Oh, I know like most of the things there is to know about canoes, but you know I'm looking for some extra
I
points.
think I saw something over in that corner. That might.
Was he able to
I
open the
go to that
chest?
corner. I just drop whatever I'm doing.
All right.
What corner?
As you put your hand in,
Oh yeah, I go there.
you pass through some sort of magical barrier,
Uh-oh.
and a rock, like a thick stone from above, shoots down towards your hand. You
No.
can attempt an agility roll to avoid damage.
Good God.
5.
One.
Oh, shit! Smashed!
Oh, this is
Wait,
gonna
crippled him.
smash.
You only have one good hand
Crippled
still.
gunslinger.
No.
Okay, good. Because you.
All right. That's gonna hurt. 11. Crushing damage.
Oh my god! That's so much!
That's an injury.
Your hand,
Hand injury.
yeah,
Obvious
arm
hand
injury. You hear the crunching of bone as the thing just smashes down into the stone below it, and you're stuck.
That's probably not even bone anymore.
Well then.
This is a bit drastic.
Hey, Purblog, go flip this goddamn thing upside
Is he in the left corner?
Yes.
I'll keep looking for the canoe
Well,
book.
now that the gunslinger has
I go over to
disarmed
assist.
said trap, I will go help
Disarm.
the chest unlock itself.
down. I shall kill you.
Did he disarm the trap, or did the trap disarm him?
I shall kill you.
All right, as you get over there, unfortunately, the box is fairly large. The opening is
If I
about the
touch it and
same.
use a mage component, can I teleport it directly into my ender chest?
Chest. The entire chest.
The entire chest.
The answer,
The chest. Chest.
true.
Alright, screw
You
this!
just grab it, whoosh, vanishes.
We'll find
Nice.
out. The chest.
Alright, there
And
I gotta write this
you're
in
still
stash.
stuck.
I go to assist him.
Have I found the canoe book yet that he was talking about?
Let's see. The likelihood of finding the canoe book. You failed your roll.
Watch him roll a 20.
A 2. So you found a book on pianos.
Oh, yeah, I picked that one up.
That's obviously something
no,
of
no,
value.
no.
Pianos are kind of like canoes,
Yeah.
right? They're made out of wood. They might float.
I mean, the canoes play sound just like pianos. If you hit them hard enough.
All right.
Is there anything else in here worth vanishing into the ether to,
Why don't you just banish the whole room, man?
Well,
Just keep taking time as my arm's being
Why
crushed
don't
by
you
rocks.
vanish him into the ether?
let's see.
this one item?
There are approximately 2 items that you think you could sell for an average amount of gold, possibly a dice 10 amount of gold.
I will,
Each one taking up 1 pack slot. So, like an expensive vase and probably a statuette.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Most of the ornate items in this are plants and stuff that elves would like, but would have very little value on the open market.
Does
Flowers.
anyone have open pack slots?
Oh, I do. Because I got
Oh,
the
2
canoe
items worth of dice 10 gold.
Am I still outside of the room?
I mean,
Roll a resolve. No, you can come inside if you'd
No,
like.
I don't want to go inside.
Oh.
you're just sitting there, just blinded by pain, just like, God,
I would imagine I would not be exactly the most alert person in the world.
Meanwhile, everyone else just, what can I steal? What can I steal? As your buddy's just, he's trying to lift it, but he can't with one hand.
I go over to assist him as soon as I can.
All right, you can roll a resolve.
Oh, God.
I feel like it's a second trap.
4.
4? Unfortunately, you're not quite sure how this thing works. It's too heavy to move. It's almost like it's locked in place.
Does anyone have a levitation
How?
spell?
Okay.
Oh,
How alerted would the guards be with us in a shut library to a spell going off?
Very, very little.
Okay, I'm gonna cast levitate on the boulder.
All right, you walk up to this boulder. It's not really a boulder. It's just like a carven stone in a pillar form. Make a resolve check.
It feels like my arm would be powder at this point.
Why is my result so bad? 4.
While you're investigating the stone to figure out the best way to levitate it, you realize that it can't be levitated because there's a latch. All you got to do is flip the latch, and it should go up on its own.
The latch.
So obviously you reach over, flip the latch, and the stone starts rising all by itself. And as you notice that happening, you see what you can tell based on your arcane background, that there is some sort of magical alarm going off.
Fuck.
By the way, we need to
Can we finish?
Run!
First aid?
Run!
First aid?
Back away to the behind.
You don't have slow pulse there.
You. First aid?
I still haven't found the book he was talking about, though.
Fuck your book.
Where are you guys going?
I'm going up the stairs.
Up? Alright.
What ask Dylan where the book is before we leave.
You open the large, ornate door. Down below, in the stairwell below you, you start hearing a whole bunch of people running. Just thump, 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 thump.
I'm gonna quickly, this is an outside of combat thing. I'm gonna cast illusion and make it seem like up is down and down is up so that they actually start running back down.
Alright, how long does it last for?
It will last for 6 seconds. That's actually quite a bit of time.
That's a lot of time.
This is actually
6 seconds of
good.
sprinting down a
We're
staircase.
going the wrong way.
The sprinting you hear stops for about a split second, and then it starts getting quieter instead of running away.
Then to the bottom and now, oh god, we gotta go up.
Meanwhile, you guys run up.
Yeah.
You get to the next floor above, and you instantly recognize
You can only do that 2 more
the
times.
master bedchamber.
Search for the scroll. Secret chambers, quickly.
Anybody?
Is there any way to lock the door
Arm?
to this chamber?
I'll give him a lollipop. Shut up.
It's kind of like a stairwell going up, and it's an opening, like a hallway would open. As you go into this, it's kind of like an
I
entry
should draw my
room,
pistol and point it at your face.
and the entry room has
They want me to fix it.
a like large ornate door to this master bedroom, and the door to the bedroom is locked.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Ooh, let's unlock it.
Oh, try to pick it.
Can I just break it?
Yes. Pick it. Pick
They're already
quickly,
over
dwarf,
here.
quickly.
2.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh, unbreak it.
Break it.
Yeah.
All right,
Kick it.
kick that door in.
There's 12. Where's there's 12? Where's
Was
where
it?
there's 12 go?
That was it, right there. Oh no, that's
There's
16.
16.
Never mind.
Oh,
There's 12.
yeah.
Ooh.
What'd you get?
2.
All right, so you're sitting there. Let me roll this though. You got a 2, and you got a 2. Unfortunately, you're like click, 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 click. It's defeating you.
Can I pick it?
You, Furbolg, are like, out of my way, dwarf. Push him to the side. Somehow you miraculously kick the door. The hinges snap, and the door just falls straight down in on itself.
Stupid elves think they know how to make doors.
You now find yourself in the master bedroom, Lord Zeriel's own bedchamber.
It's his wife.
Okay.
No, it is empty. It is.
I was thinking.
What?
I I feel some pain in my
His
arm.
wife was there.
He's trying to escalate it from burglary to robbery to the next level.
To a criminal mindset.
When everybody's through the door that's on the ground, I'm gonna pick the door up and put it back where it is and just use it like a shield just
All
in
right.
case people come.
All right, so everyone rushes in. You get the door back up, and you're kind of shouldering it.
Yeah, hold it.
Arm.
Now you find yourself in the most fanciest of chambers. In fact, this is fancy beyond normal elven standards of fancy. The room itself is filled with
Gold, gems, jewels.
5 amazing items that can be stolen if you want, each worth about dice 10 gold in value.
I got a couple packs.
One pack slot.
One pack slot each.
All right,
So-
hold up, boys.
Somebody put it in my backpack.
I
Hold the door.
will use my cunning to try and figure out where the hidden scroll might be, or if it's just laying in the open on the
All
bed.
right, roll.
That failed horribly. Let's try again. 5.
5? All right, you're not sure where this scroll thing would be. There are 2 things you do recognize. One, you recognize that they're at the far end of this master bedroom. There's a nice looking balcony that you could easily descend from into the opening, or into the open
I'm gonna
courtyard.
go out with a bang, so you guys can descend.
The second thing you notice is that Lord Zariel's own personal signet ruby ring is sitting on his desk right next to right next to his bedchamber. This is a very large ruby ring, very expensive.
Large ruby.
Yeah, I think we need
Approximate
one
wolf
of them.
of said large ruby.
We don't got any giant brain.
We have both things now.
I am taking
And
that.
Not one of them,
ring?
give one of them
I wrote it down.
All right. Yeah, it was just sitting on his bed bed
Just
table.
like
You grab it. And what are you going to do now? You are now hearing people in the floor below you yelling. Where are they? Where are
I'll
they?
search the room. Just
Arm injury?
I'll try to.
I'll open the balcony.
It takes 5 minutes.
All right, the balcony takes only a second. You're going to start working on
his
the
arm.
arm.
Stops
Are we gonna
complaining.
Are we gonna bank that the
How long does
I
it
am a
take to
gunslinger.
fix
I
somebody's
need my
arm?
arms.
How long does it take to fix somebody's arm?
If you're going to be doing it in this rush, we're rolling a dice 10.
Okay.
I mean a dice 20.
I don't
Wait,
know.
if we wait,
If you wait, you don't get a roll.
go for it.
I have the defibrillator.
Oh, he's got the defibrillator. Okay.
All right, let's do this.
All right. 7!
Nice.
I don't know how, but you managed to patch up the arm. You put a splint over a splint
Well
over
done.
a splint.
Somehow my bones aren't dust anymore.
So your arm is basically just sitting straight out, but you find that you can put a gun right into it.
Or hold a volley gun. Really interesting.
It works. I mean, it's not the healthiest thing, but it works. That's the important thing.
How to do this with
Nice.
my glaive?
Do we have time to search the room, or?
You kind of already have searched the room.
Okay.
So
Well, I'm gonna bank on the chest contains the white scroll. We should leave.
Oh yeah,
Considering there's an alarm.
Alright,
trap
time to
out
push
here.
him down. I start running down the stairs with the door.
Come back. We're going to jump off of this balcony.
Oh, that
Oh,
would be
yeah,
good.
that makes more sense probably. Back it up with the
Probably.
door still.
Oh, just let him go. It's a distraction.
all right. Let's. Okay, so Loon rushes up with the rope, attaches it to the balcony. He starts sliding down. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
I will start casting a spell.
You're next, and you're casting a spell. Who's
go
that?
after
You're next, followed by. Let me actually put you guys in order.
Alright, is it really hard to go down rope with a door in one hand? Because I kind of want to keep this door.
Just toss it down.
Yeah, just throw it down.
Yeah, what if it doesn't land where I think it's going to land and then
Oh, then
it's
it's like
lost forever?
Just waiting at the bottom. All right, guys, come down.
I'm the last one down. I don't think you guys can catch this thing.
All right, so the first one down was you, Kurt. Oh, okay, the gunslinger, then you, then the dwarf, if I remember right. You're casting a spell. What spell is it?
Dimension door. I'm getting out of here. I'm gone.
All right, you are dimensioning
so
door down
gone.
to the bottom. You will be first.
No, not bottom. Like out of the compound. Like as far as I can see.
As far as you can see. All right.
Bastard.
All right. So you know where they had the ladder up against the wall. You can see where the ladder would be.
All right,
you can
straight to the
teleport
ladder.
right to the opposite side of the wall.
Nice. Ooh, nice.
So safe.
Even better.
Counterspell.
Adios.
I'm so tempted to use my Northing Aura to dispel that spell. So tempted.
That would be
Alright.
a North move.
So here's the question. Right now you've got the door, and you're using it as a shield, protecting him while he's casting a spell.
Yeah.
You have the choice to just turn and run, but as you're holding this door, you do see there's an elf coming up the stairs with bow drawn in your direction while he's casting.
No, don't worry about me. Just
I
go.
hold the shield for
I'll
him,
be
and then when he's gone, I just jump off the balcony and don't use the rope.
You're like way up high.
How far up? Like, is it
Jump
like
and then try to.
more than 30 feet?
Yeah, you're about. It's probably about 60 feet, so you'd take 6 dice 12 damage.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll grab the rope then.
You don't need to worry about me. You can bail.
He already decided.
But I still am gonna wait for him to
All right.
teleport.
No, you literally do not need to wait for me.
Oh no, but I'm gonna.
All right.
Okay.
I'm not sure what he has up his sleeve.
He's got
but
shimmer up. That's why he said.
No, not Shinra. I have Glove of Invulnerability up.
I figured he had something. All right. So he does take a shot. The arrow right into the door.
Got a door.
He vanishes. What do? You're the last one. They're
Alright,
running
so
right
can
at
I
you.
go down the rope with the door?
Let's see. We're gonna have to make some sort of athletics roll. If you, let's see. So I'm gonna roll a dice 10.
Okay.
If you beat it, you make it down with the door. If you fail it, you drop the door.
Okay.
If you roll a 1, you drop the rope. 8. 6. You make it down with the door.
One.
Why?
Why?
All right. You guys make it down. Unfortunately, as you're going down with the rope, the archer aims over the edge.
Door?
There's a door.
Hold on! Hold on!
door!
Hold the door!
Hold the door!
All right, here we go.
I'm crying right now.
Me too.
Here we go. He can actually use his sniper ability to ignore the door's cover and roll a
that
dice
sucks.
10
What's
or a dice 20 to hit
That's
you.
some magical arrow.
18 to hit.
Damn.
Well, I'm gonna dodge out of the way of that real quick.
dodge on a rope, just let go of the rope.
You know, I would allow a dodge actually with the door and anything, but I don't know
Let
if
me
you
just dodge the 18 real quick.
18. And damage with the sniper shot 4.
Okay.
Arrow sticks right in your back as you land on the ground.
Can I shoot the guy?
The elf,
Why are you making even more noise? Now the whole town will know.
you can shoot back if you'd like. You're on the
I'm
ground.
shooting with a volley gun.
Wait, Elf's gonna shit his pants.
If there's anything left.
Alright, so it's
Am I
7 to
technically
hit.
still on the battlefield?
7 to hit. Alright, elves get.
Is he even in range?
Nope, you're out of the battle.
Wait, is it
Unless you
even in
choose to
We're
range?
at
go
the
back in.
bottom.
Yeah, it's 60
Oh, yeah,
feet
it's
up.
60 feet.
Volley gun. I don't know
I
if
think
there's
your range is 12.
12 squares.
I do believe
that's
it is.
50, 60 square. Yeah, that's 60 feet.
I can imagine you roughly would be roughly about. Oh, volley
12
gun, yeah, I
squares
have
is
it.
60 feet.
Does say short range.
Alright, well, I'm going to say it's probably long range from here. So you can decide whether or not you want to shoot. What he does do is he yells down to the guard on the wall. He says, "Stop them!" What you see up above is you just see the sniper there getting another arrow ready, and a second guard with a sword out And the second guard is the one that yells, "Stop them! Stop them!"
Can I shoot him? Is he in range?
Well, they're both in range, but they're long. You can shoot both of them with the volley gun. But they're long. They're going to be considered long range for you, so I believe they double their dodge roll, and they're dodging with the dice.
Does the guard on the wall notice me?
No. The
And
guard
I
on the
would
wall does
assume
not
he's
notice.
fairly close to me.
You said the archer's aiming.
The guard on the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, give or take. Let me lay it out here. So if you guys are approximately... So if this is where the tree is, you guys all landed right here. This line right here is going to represent the wall. Beyond here is the rest of the forest. You made it over here, Obadiah. Actually, let's put you down this way.
Okay.
And this is going to be the entire wall. The elf on the wall is right here. The other elves are over here up above.
Is it just one elf right now?
At this point, yeah, there's just one elf on the wall.
Or so?
And there's two
I will
elves.
generate
Well,
cast
a
and token.
7 has got fair good odds against a D10.
About a double D10?
Double.
Or is it D double?
Yeah, you need doubles it, I believe.
Oh, so whenever he gets, he doubles it.
Yeah.
Oh, I got no chance.
That's-
A 1, 2, or 3, you still
I don't
win.
have fire spells.
Oh, that's
If you roll 7.
Then I wait
Oh,
for
you do
perfectly
have a
good
big
shot.
I have,
One perfectly
I have
good shot.
mind spells and 4
In
spells.
either
We're gonna
case,
save it.
You do have a big final thing.
I do have a big fire thing, yes.
we will start initiative for anyone who wants to engage
I will.
in the battle.
Wait, why don't we just run?
Yeah.
We're out.
What if we don't want to engage?
What if we just want to pure run?
That's fine, because you're just going to have to... Like, this is your exit. If you can get into these trees, your guys are done. But there's people shooting at you, so let's...
Oh, so we still roll initiative?
initiative. Just to...
Oh wait, I roll a d4.
Okay, so we got Duan 4, Obadiah 5, the dwarf got a 6? Is that even possible? Dayon, what did you get? 4. And Piff, you got that. Initiative for them is a lot. So they will start. He turns towards you
Doesn't even know I'm there.
and moves at a very fast speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Running as quickly as he can. Blade drawn. Second arrow comes down.
Remember, none of us but Clustus have armor on.
Let's see, who should he shoot at? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's roll randomly. He's going to shoot at the Furbolg again. 6 to hit.
Yep.
Well, it hits.
Hits.
So did the door count as a shield?
Uh,
Like a heavy shield?
No. 2 damage with that shot.
What kind of elves are these?
Yeah, these are some scary elves.
Scary elves.
They're the fallen from Skyrim.
That's right.
There's some evil elves.
Alright, so, Clestis.
I go towards the elf.
Alright,
Let's see.
movement.
Roll 2, take the
2, and you run.
Run.
Almost made it in base contact. Obadiah.
Does the balcony have a railing
Yes.
that the elves are shooting from?
Yes.
Alright. Can I animate it to throw them off the balcony?
Yeah, let's go for
I have
it.
animate objects, so I'm going to try that.
It's gonna really hurt falling 60
Well,
feet.
this is active. Any object, blah blah blah, can be moved with magical force. The object combines into a single unit with the stats of a goblin. If inanimate object is slain, the spell deactivates. So balcony railing,
Basically,
grab elf, throw off balcony.
All right.
Well, that could really hurt him.
Now it has the stats of a goblin.
Yes.
So you're gonna have to roll to hit.
Yep.
And Ake has a chance to dodge.
Yep.
And if successful, it would be vitality versus strength to heave him over. So attack roll, and you can do this as long as it's active each time. So goblins.
So that'll be one of my concentration spells, since I have a focus.
Yep.
And my other concentration
Yeah,
spell.
but you have to imbue the focus before the day.
Oh,
So you
yeah, I
can't change
suppose
the concentration.
I would have to do that. But I'll cast this one as a standard concentration. All right, what's the goblin's attack roll?
Dice 8.
Dice 8. Ooh, that's pretty good. 8.
Woo! Oh, it grabs him.
Oh yes.
Strength. Dice 4 versus his vitality. Dice 4. You gotta beat it. 1, 2. Ha! Bye bye. This elf just comes falling down.
I'm pretty sure it's dead. 6 dice
I could only get 6 damage. Like.
Vitality, his odds are he's a pretty flat elf.
It's 6 dice of your own vitality, so he would do 6 dice 4 as an elf.
But he's
And
dead.
Well, that's not so bad.
yeah,
I mean, he could bounce.
all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Yeah, he's
10. He's done.
Pretty much done.
Imagine that we're just below it all.
Casting is on.
All we see is we're just standing there and just a. Well then.
You just hear this crunch.
Which sounds more satisfying than was your overhand the picnic.
I bet he never expected a balcony to throw him off the balcony.
A balcony threw him off the balcony. That's a bad day. Do you want?
I'm gonna use my special jumpy thing. Actually, first I'm gonna roll movement 4,
Fly, you mammoth, fly!
and then I'm gonna use the 6 squares of jump
Yep.
that I have
Nice.
to get. So I have 2 movements.
Right behind.
And I get a free attack on him.
All right. He can turn,
Yep.
so it will be an attack from the front. As you leap over him, he's like, "What?"
5 to hit.
5 to hit. He has a dice 10 to dodge. 8 to dodge.
Okay.
And that's your only attack. You should. Don't you get free attacks?
Not if I have a shield.
Oh, you got a shield on.
Yeah.
All right, so he'll dodge. I thought you got a free attack from being a toadkin with like the horns and stuff.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure he does.
I'm pretty sure you do.
So, well, then the question is do I just get 1 free attack or a full round of attacks from the jump?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to read what it says. We'll work on that over break. Dayon.
Okay. Does a volley gun need line of sight since I feel like it's more of an arcing gun?
It needs line of sight. You're shooting a bullet.
Alright.
Unless you want to try and.
I mean, volley, is, you know, okay, I guess.
It's a yeah.
You still need to see what you're shooting at.
All right.
Depends on how many
Well,
elves
how
are
does
still on the
artillery do?
balcony. Because the balcony is still very angry.
I can move. What, do I have line of sight there?
You know, that's actually because he dodged. I will say yes.
Awesome.
Had he not dodged, there'd be a dwarf in the way, which I'm sure wouldn't bother you.
Probably not too much, though.
I saved his life.
Yeah.
What was that?
8 to hit.
8.
I love you.
8 to hit. Man, here comes his dodge. 1. That
Okay.
hits.
All 6 shots are going straight for him.
All right.
6 D4 shots.
All right. Does he roll? I think he rolls a dodge for each hit, each attack roll, right?
It says,
6 attacks.
Yeah, you get 6 attacks. So you make 6 attack rolls against whatever you want. Pretty sure that's how it is.
volley makes 6 attack rolls with the same or different target as a single attack action with this weapon.
Yep. So make 6 attack rolls.
Oh, 6 attack.
So good luck not rolling a 1.
I can't read it. 8.
8. 7. So it's 2 hits, right?
Yep.
2 hits.
2 out of 2. 10.
2.
All right. So 2 out of 3. 5.
11.
So that's 3 out of 4.
I'll keep track of you.
10.
4 out of 5.
6. Or 3. This one's 3.
Oh, 3. So 4. 4 hits. So roll damage 4
out of
times.
6 shots.
4 dice.
And I believe they have no
That's-
penetration, so he gets his armor each time.
Well, let's just see. This is the first time I used it, so. Yeah, there is no penetration on it. It's just one special. So
First
first
one?
shot, 4.
4. And his armor blocks 4. Wow.
1.
1. His armor blocks 2.
3.
His armor breaks, blocking 1, doing 2 damage.
Is that 2 hit points lost?
So now he has no armor.
No armor.
4.
4. There's his first injury. And armor's damaged.
bad.
Would have done a lot more had he not been wearing armor, but
He'd be a very dead
but
blow.
you did some decent damage to him.
Say, for someone not wearing armor with
So-
low vitality, he's not going to feel very good.
You whip out the volley gun. These little tiny bullets just impact him. Some of them penetrating the armor, some of them bouncing off. You see blood just starting to rip, like, in multiple spots, dribble down his armor. Next we have Piff.
Oh. I'll run.
Run straight for it.
Yeah.
How many squares?
13.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Sound good?
Yeah.
Alright. Their turn. Alright, let's start with the sniper up in the tower.
There's only one now.
There's only one now!
Not for long.
Let's see. Oh, this guy needs to move too. How far is he gonna move? Alright, so who should we hit? For whatever reason, he's got a grudge against the furball. Here comes the attack roll.
I didn't do nothing.
11 to hit,
Didn't do nothing.
That's
8 damage with a sniper
I
shot.
take an injury.
Oh, right in the...
The only one not fighting. What's going on?
The elf just is not happy with the
Knew that door
furball.
was valuable.
A large target, properly.
Alright, that is going to be a chest injury with a double bleed.
Awesome.
So he got you right in the back. You can feel it puncture your lung and blood just starts filling into it. You're just like, oh, start coughing up blood. You're not the happiest individual, but, you know,
Imagine not.
Clastis.
Think the hospital
Wait.
will solve us after this?
That guy. Yeah. I don't know. He gets to go here.
The other hospital patches up after.
Who does he want to go after?
Elves heal us.
They'll never know it's us.
Alright.
Never know.
So here comes his movement. Takes a step back, step over. Takes a look at you. Die, dwarf scum! Slash! 6 to hit.
1.
1?
So, but I get advanced parry, don't I?
Yes.
So, 2.
2. That hits. And he deals 1 damage.
Oh no.
With the first attack, second attack, 5 to hit.
Okay, 5 to hit, so 3, 2.
And that deals 4 damage.
Wait, shouldn't I be using my... Never mind.
Wait,
Yeah.
you have armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there was 1 damage and
1.
then...
If you heal, did you ever repair the armor?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 1 damage and 4 damage, so you can use your armor to block it.
Okay, and almost my dice 4.
You have your grail.
Wait. Oh yeah, D6. So, 1.
Broken armor?
Broken armor!
4.
Oh,
4
no damage.
That works!
But you have damaged armor.
Clastis.
I cast Dredge's Challenge.
You probably cast it last turn. That's why he charged you. But
Okay.
now you're just making it official. What are you going to do for reaction?
I'm going to hit him with my mace.
Alright.
And he has no armor, correct?
No armor left.
5.
That hits.
Okay. crap, I forgot about damage.
Should be a 6.
Yeah, it's a 6.
4.
4. How do you want to handle this one?
I
This isn't good.
What's louder?
The volley gun that he shot.
Boom! Does that put an opening on you, by the way?
Nope.
Oh, it doesn't.
The only one that
I'm just worried about
the
more.
blunderbuss.
So then
cannon.
I whack my mace against his head like a baseball bat and try to knock his head off. Yeah.
Thunk! Alright, let's just see how badly those spikes stick.
Cannon.
Alright.
Do you have an elf?
Now, remember a few adventures ago when we had a bear skull attached to an axe?
Getting it mounted.
You swing, and your baseball bat does the exact opposite. Elf head splits, splatters, and your bat goes right through it until there's nothing left.
I slowed his pockets.
Stops as arrows are flying down into the courtyard. Let me
All right.
stop and look
Obadiah.
at this stuff. I will have my balcony goblin.
Yeah.
Throw the other elf off.
Alright, he got a 10 to dodge.
I can't hit that.
Do you want to do
No,
anything?
I'm going to cast a spell called Magic Strike, and it is a magic missile that automatically hits and deals dice 6 magic damage. So get racked for 6 damage, elf. He gets an armor roll.
And he should also get a counter magic attempt.
If he can, yeah, if he's paying attention, yeah.
Anyone in sight range, so he's in sight range.
Bring it!
1! So as long as you can beat a 1.
I rolled a 4, so yeah. No, he gets whacked for 6 damage.
Alright, so just gets plastered by your magic strike. Yeah, that's a lot of damage,
He gets
actually.
armor on the along the way.
Yeah, he does get armor on
This,
that.
he's the sniper, he doesn't have armor, so
Oh,
good
well,
luck.
get wrecked! Injury!
Should have told him. You'd have been pretty dead.
One more hit and he's done so.
Alright, Duant.
Depends on if he wants to retreat or not, I suppose.
2. And then I get a run of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm gonna leap.
Nice. Alright, so.
I just watch in amazement. I've been running this whole time and then
Just runs
The
right
fattest
past
of
Two
fat
jumps.
creatures.
I'm running full speed. You're just jumping around.
Oh.
Alright.
Jumps,
Earthquake.
runs like 3 steps, jumps again.
Scott, how do we stop the music?
Just double click on the one computer on the right hand side there.
I have no idea what you mean by computer.
The icon on the right hand side of that screen. It says media PC.
There's like 100 icons on the right hand side
No,
of the
not icon. Like blue box thingamajigger.
blue box. I'm seeing 5 blue boxes.
This thing, media PC. Click on media PC,
Oh, that blue
Yeah.
box.
and then it'll log back in.
Okay.
There you go.
Alright. So, at this point, thanks to a magical strike from our wizard, the elven sniper retreats into the safety of the house, allowing the rest of you to retreat safely as well.
Oh, that's good.
So,
So-
how about that pocket soldier?
Let's see. Give it a 50-50. And that was successful.
3 O's.
What in the world? I guess you got lucky. 5 gold coins on this elf. Don't know what he was doing. He's probably going to the bar afterwards.
I'm
It's
surprised
probably bad that
you
he
were
uses my
considering
holy
shotguns
items.
when you're trying to be stealthy.
We're not going to be very
Oh
well.
yeah, it fell off. I was. It got annoying.
Alright.
It made me spill it. Like the coffee wouldn't go down my mouth. So I was
Trying to
like, you know
retire
what,
the beer
screw
for a
this.
little while. For a blog shave.
Alright. At this
during that time when I was
point,
running, I shaved my beard off real quick.
do you think we should
Yeah,
break?
here.
We'll pause for about a 10-minute break. We'll regroup after our raid into Lord Zariel's mansion.
We
and
check
we'll
that
find out what
chest and see if we got the scroll.
Yeah, yes.
Otherwise, we might have to go back.
True.
Go back. Scene of the crime.